What's up, YouTube family? What's up, Phoenix Gang? It's your boy, King Abe. Welcome back to my channel. And in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys the most profitable scalping strategy that you guys can use. So if this is your first time on my channel, and if you find value in this video, all I ask is that you give this video a thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, and turn on the bell notification so you guys don't miss any of my future videos. Now, without further ado, let's roll out the intro and let's get this video started. For this scalping strategy, we're going to be looking at this strategy on the 15-minute time frame, and we're going to be looking at this strategy using Euro USD. So, but before I actually get into today's video, if you guys want access to my signals on Telegram, the link is going to be down below in the description. So if you guys want access, the link is going to be down below in the description. Now, if you guys take a look here on my chart, so I have 3 moving averages here. I have the 10 EMA, the 20 EMA, and the 200 EMA. Excuse me, guys. Now, to add this indicator onto your chart, you just go here and you just search for EMA. So it's going to be the first one, moving average exponential, and you just click it 3 times. And you change the first one to 10, the second one to 20, and the third one to 200 EMA. Now, because we actually scalping, and the reason why we have the 200 EMA on our chart is because we're going to use the 200 EMA for our long-term trades, and the 10 and the 20 EMA is our short-term trade. And the reason why we add the 10 and 20 EMA here is because the 10 and 20 EMA is going to help you guys identify where your entry is going to be using this strategy whenever you guys are scalping. Now, if we take a look at this cell right over here, now to use this strategy, the confirmations that we need is once price is below the 200 EMA, we're expecting a long-term trend, and once price is above the 200 EMA, we're expecting to see a long-term buy trade, and once price is below the 200 EMA, we're expecting to see a sell long-term trade. So those are the confirmations that we need. So once price is below the 200 EMA, we take a sell position, and once price is above the 200 EMA, we take a buy position. Now, if you guys take a look at this cell here, now we have our first confirmation here. Price is below the 200 EMA, so we know that okay, now we're looking to take a sell position. But before we take a sell position, we also have to make sure we're using support and resistance, because if you do not understand support and resistance, it's going to be very, very hard and simply just impossible for you to become a successful Forex trader. Even if you still use support and resistance, you're still gonna lose some trades, because at the end of the day, we do not control the market. So we have to make sure we're using support and resistance for us to be able to have a very high win rate. You're gonna lose some trades, and that's okay. Sometimes you're gonna be on a winning streak, and sometimes you're gonna be on a losing streak. That's how Forex works. We cannot help it. There's nothing we can do about that. But for you to be able to have a very high win rate and become a profitable trader consistently, you have to use support and resistance with whatever strategy you're using. So that's why with this strategy, we're going to be including support and resistance for our entry. Now over here, as I was saying earlier, if we take a look at this cell here, We know we have price below the 200 EMA, so we only looking to take sell position. But before we get in here, we need to identify our support, and we can see that right over here, resistance actually became support. So we know that resistance became support. If we take a look at this to the left hand side, we know we have resistance zone here and we had support zone here. Now then, price gave us a fake breakout right over here, but because before you get in a trade, you're actually waiting for a pullback, so you would have stayed out of this entry right here because we didn't have a pullback. Instead, price reversed and went above the 200 EMA, and we would have been looking to take a buy position right here above the 200 EMA, but we had no entry. Now excuse me guys, now if we take a look over here, now because now price closed below our support zone over here, now what we're waiting for is we're actually waiting for a retest. Now let's take a look and see how this trade actually played out, where our entry is gonna be. So let's start from right over here, and let's take a look and see where our entry would actually be. We have price close below our support zone, so now we're just waiting for our entry. Now let's keep looking. Now we got our retest right over here. We have our retest right over here. So now we have our sell entry. Excuse me guys, I really don't feel too good, but I just had to make this video for you guys. So we had our entry excuse me guys, we had our entry right over here. So now we'll have our stop loss above our zone for 10 pips. Now for our take profit, because when it comes to trading, we actually trading from zones to zones. Now we just got to look over here to the left hand side, and we're going to target our next support zone that we can find to the left hand side, and that's going to be our take profit target. You can simply target your next support zone, or you can have your take profit target and set it to 1:5 risk to reward ratio. But for the sake of this video, we're going to trade from zones to zones, and we're going to have our take profit down here, and let's see how many pips that is. So we're going to have our take profit down here, and that's for 33 pips, and our stop loss is for 10 pips. We have our risk to reward ratio as 3:2. So let's see how this trade actually played out. Right there, we got our take profit smash for 33 pips, stop loss just 10 pips, risk to reward ratio 3:2. So this is how you use this strategy to take a sell position. Now let's look for a buy position. Let's look for a buy position here. Let's see here. Let's look for a buy position. Let's look for a buy position. Let's see what we can find here. You can see we've been on a sell because we have price below the 200 EMA. That's why the 200 EMA is very powerful. So once price is below the 200 EMA, you know we're still in a downtrend. So you're only taking sell positions, and you have the 10 and 20 EMA combined with support and resistance to help you out with your entry. So let's take a look. Let's look for a buy. Okay, over here we have price above the 200 EMA, so we only looking to take buy position. Now over here we know for sure that price is above the 200 EMA, so we only looking to take buy position. Now what we're waiting for now is that we also have to have price above the 10 and 20 EMA. But before we get in the trade, we need to identify our resistance zone. And as we can see, we know for sure we got a resistance zone over here. We know for sure we have a resistance zone right over here. So now that we've identified our resistance zone, all we need to wait for is for price to break above our resistance zone, and we need a pullback. Now let's put this in replay mode and let's take a look and see where our entry will actually be for this trade right here. Let's take a look and see where our entry will be. So we'll start from right here and let's take a look and see. So we have price above our resistance. So now we're just waiting for our entry. Let's keep looking. So we got our pullback right over here. Now we have our pullback right over here. This was our pullback right here. Now our entry will be right over here at this bullish engulfing candle. And for our take profit target, we just got to look for the next resistance zone because we're trading from zones to zones. So we look for our next take profit target, and we know we can potentially target this zone here, and that's going to be our take profit, and we'll have our take profit up here. We target this resistance zone up here as our take profit zone, and that's going to be for 25 pips, and we can have our stop loss right below this zone here for 10 pips. Our risk to reward ratio is 2 to 3. Now let's take a look and see how this trade eventually played out. Let's take a look and see. So right there we got our take profit smashed for 25 pips, stop loss 10 pips, risk to reward ratio 2 to 4. So guys, this is how you use this strategy for a buy position and a sell position. And let me show you guys one more thing real quick. Let's go back to the buy position. This applies for a sell position as well, what I'm about to show you guys. So because we have price above the 200 EMA, because we have price above the 200 EMA, we know we're only looking to take buy position. So as long as price stays above the 200 EMA, every pullback you can get in a trade. Again, we have a pullback here, we got an entry right there. We had a pullback right here, we got an entry right over there. So every pullback you can get in for a buy position. So guys, this is how you guys use this strategy for a buy position and a sell position. So if you guys find value in this video, all I ask is that you give this video a thumbs up. It's really gonna help my channel a lot. Smash that subscribe button and turn on the bell notification so you guys don't miss any of my future videos. God bless you all. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys at the top because the bottom is way too crowded. I'll see you guys in my next video.